Hi Sam. So no answers for trek. So yeah, let me tell you what trek is. Trek is basically it's nothing but a when you go on a long journey on foot, and the journey is not very easy. It's like it requires a lot of effort, and it also is difficult and tiring as well, but enjoyable also. So in other words, what I can tell you is that there's a quote from Werner, and what the quote says is the world reveals itself to those who travel on foot. So basically, if you start trekking and going to the mountains and into nature, probably you will see a lot of beautiful things, and it's too good for your mind, body and soul basically. So that's the effect trekking has on you, and it completely changes the way you look at life itself. So I'm a trekker, so I love trekking, and I think I've almost done 21 treks in 2 years basically. And because I just love trekking. But I was not a trekker from the beginning. So first trek was very, very difficult for me. I used to be breathless when I used to put one foot. And the first time I did a trek, I couldn't even lift my bag as well. So I understood that my preparation was not good for trek. So it is very important to prepare yourself for the trek. So in India, if you look at, there are mountains like Himalayas are there. So the Himalayas, there you will see easy treks, moderate treks, and difficult treks. And there in Maharashtra you will see Sayadri range, and also there are Western Ghats in Karnataka and Western side. And they are easy, moderate, and difficult there as well. So the terrain is different, and if you want to look at those big mountains, you need to go to the Himalayas. But before going for a trek, you have to be mentally prepared and physically fit. This is both things are very much required, because mental toughness is required, because you may face unforeseen circumstances. Weather may change, plans may change. Everything will not be going as per the plan, or it might go as per the plan as well. So for unforeseen events, you need to be prepared. So what do you think for being physically fit for treks? What are the things we should do basically? Any suggestions? What do you think is important? So Sam, Pran, and Mahesh is there. I can see them. Workout. Okay. What kind of workout? Basically, what do you use basically when you go on treks? Basically, when you go for hikes and treks, the thing which you use is your legs basically. So if you take care of your legs really well, work out in such a way, like you have to do strength training, running. So and also you have to do. I think swimming also helps to build up your lung capacity as well. So it's a combination of workouts you should do. You should plan well in advance so that you enjoy in the mountains as you enjoy in the city as well. So if you're not prepared for the trek, and if you go to the mountains, what happens is that you feel breathlessness and you will not enjoy what is there. So so what happens in mountains is that your what you call, it's not only about the greenery which you see, or the mountains you see, or the waterfalls you see. It is basically, it's about the sound, smell, and sight basically. That's what I say, it's a sensory experience. So you can hear the birds chirping in the you can see wildlife, you can see dogs, you can see animals in the wildlife there. You can also see sights which are very beautiful. Sometimes you will see meadows which are green in color, which are like carpets, and the peaks which when you see from the summit are so beautiful that you can't explain. It's very difficult to put in words how beautiful they are. So when you start preparing for your trek, you should start using stairs basically. Be more active and have a healthy diet as well. So what I'll tell you is that when you start preparing for a trek, you should do exercises which you really enjoy. So because if you do exercises which you enjoy, then only it will be consistent for you, and you will be well prepared for it. And you should mix up that's what I told you, that workout has to be mixed up basically. So you can use stairs, you can go to different heights. For example, if you're planning something, a trek in Himalayas, do a chota trek or a small trek in Siadri or in Western Ghats, so that it gives you an idea what trekking is all about. And it will tell you how to walk in an uneven terrain as well, because simple roads to hoti nahi hai. They're all rocks, stones over there, boulders, and all. You have to walk over the terrains which are uneven. So you have to be prepared. So if you are able to do at least a trek, smaller trek before a bigger Himalayan trek, because then it will be really good for you. And for the that's the preparation you do for the trek. So which will help you to understand how your body is reacting, whether because in Himalayas there are altitudes, so there is a high altitude, there is a very high altitude, and then there's an extreme high altitude as well. So for anything above 8,000 is the high altitude. So till 8,000 people don't generally don't face any health issues over there. The moment we start climbing up above the 8,000, so there could be altitude sickness. Altitude sickness is nothing but your body not being well adjusting to the altitude over there. So that's what altitude sickness means. And it can go to extreme levels as well. That's the reason we have to ensure that we're well prepared when we go for treks, then so that we can enjoy it as well, and it's a workout. So you lose out weight, you lose out. There are so many perks of trekking as well, and when you are preparing for your treks, make sure you're eating healthy and especially hydrate your body as well. Because when you're working out, you're working on. For example, if you plan, I'll give you an example that I am planning for a trek in October to Goichala. So I've started preparing now itself. So I go for long walks, I go for runs, and I just mix it up. So if I'm not able to do something one day, I'll do something else on the other day. For example, alternate days of swimming, or walk for a long time, or go for a dance, which I like to do. So just mix it up so that I am able to consistently do what is required to be done. And also when you go on a trek, so what, it's not a rat race, or it's not something where there are, if you're going in a group. So there are different kinds of treks you can do. So you can do it in a group trek, you can do it with your friends, you can do it in DIY treks as well. So whatever area, whichever place you want to go, you just find out where you're planning to go, and look at the terrain, what kind of terrain it is over there, and also you have to see how you have to pace yourself. That's also very important, because कोई race तो है नहीं, somebody has to come first or somebody has to come second or last. It's a walk in the nature, and it's a sensory experience, so you have to enjoy. So if you go in your own pace, you will definitely enjoy it. So you will see birds chirping, kahin kahin pe you will see flowers. There's a trek called Valley of Flowers. So if you do it after the monsoon, it looks so beautiful. You will see a lot of flowers over there. And otherwise, also if you go to the mountains after the monsoon time, you generally see the flowers blooming. So there are so do a thorough research on where you want to go, so you get to know, you can decide in which months to go. So there are different seasons. So if you go at a time when it is snowing, then it's completely white, and when you go after monsoon, it is completely green. And if it's you're going in the February March month, some of the places you'll see all brown. So there are pristine lakes which look so beautiful in these three different colors. A same trek, which if you can do it in different seasons, you'll see different beauty of it. So even if you're hiking to the same place, but the hike is never the same. Even if you're following the same terrain, also it's not never the same. It will be a different experience each time you go into the mountains. And what you have to do is you have to be that's what I in the beginning I said, workout has to be consistent so that you enjoy. So main चीज है, वहां जाके कोई nervous होने की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई बड़ी मुश्किल चीज है. You don't have to think that trek is something which is very difficult or something. It's a walk in the nature. That's it. So and it's in return it gives you so much. And you need to do an analysis or research of the place. That's for sure. If you do that, it will be easy for you. So, for example, if you're going on a trek, if it's in Uttarakhand, you get to know what local villages are close by. You can meet them. You can see their lifestyle. You'll start appreciating the things which you take for granted. So, example, if you're if you're staying in a tent in Himalayas, you start appreciating the bed at home as well. So, छोटी छोटी चीजों पे you learn something about. You become more grateful. I mean, gratitude का attitude आ जाता है. That's what I keep saying, telling people as well, that if you go there, you start. I mean, छोटी छोटी चीजें अच्छी लगनी लगती हैं, and you start. आपको dopamine level इतना high होता है. You're so happy when you're in mountains, because आपके पास and the kind of interactions you have with people, the group of people you trek with, bond बहुत अच्छा बनता है, because वहाँ पे आपके पास बहुत जगह पे network नहीं मिलता है. So when there is no network, there is no nobody else. It's just few humans walking together. So there are a lot of ideas to be shared, a lot of talking happens, and the bond jo banta hai, it's for lifetime. So probably I have so many trek friends. I'm thankful that I did those treks, and they are my tent mates with whom I'm still connected. And there are stories which we talk about when we are in tent, when we stay tent. There are games which you can play along with the group, and also it's like एक टीम बॉन्डिंग हो जाती है. तो इट इज नॉट, इट बिकम्स लाइक जो ग्रुप जाता है, अगर आप अकेले करते हो. हाय नीरव. सो अगर आप अकेले ट्रैक करते हो तो इट्स पीपल डू इट, सोलो ट्रैक्स भी लोग करते हैं. सो इफ यू कैन गो पिच योर टेंट, इट गिव्स यू डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस एज वेल. बट फॉर अ बिगिनर आई विल नेवर टेल दैट यू शुड गो on your own do a trek. You should go in a group and see what trekking is all about, read about it, and then once you're experienced, you know what the terrain is, what are the things you need to take when you go up to the mountains, then you can plan it out. And jute, because you're using legs to climb your mountain, so it's very important that you have gears. So very important gear is the shoes. So make sure you practice in the shoes which you buy for the treks basically. Make sure the socks is जो क्या कहते हैं जल्दी ड्राई हो जाए, that kind of socks is if you can do, and merino wool and kind of socks and all, that will be good. So because अगर आपको shoe bite हो गया ट्रैक पे, तो it's going to be really really bad for you. You can't do it. So make sure you practice with the shoes. Blisters आ जाए तो भी प्रॉब्लम होते थे. That's the reason. So अपने gears पहले से ही देख लो, and you can actually practice on these gears as well. Right footwear, that's the most important thing which I'll say for preparing of a trek as well. And there are trekking poles as well. So क्या होता है कि हम लोग trekking poles कई लोग यूज नहीं करते. चलो अब अपने मस्ती मस्ती मूड में हम उतरते हैं, चढ़ते हैं. And but if you in case you use trekking poles, there's a lot of advantage of it, because आपके legs पे strain नहीं पड़ता. And if you have a knee issue, if you're coming down, if you can use the kneecap also, it doesn't strain your legs as well. So these are a couple of things which you keep a note of it while preparing. So basically, आपका fitness होना चाहिए, आपका gears होना चाहिए, and you know you should know where you're going. So that's one thing which is required while preparing. And also, what you need to do is which travel agency or trek agency you want to trek with. Do you want to do? There are so many trekking agency all over. So, for example, if you are doing it in India, there'll be lot many. You can find it as India Hikes, TTH, Travel and Take. There's so many. If you're doing it in Nepal, also you will find Himalaya Wonders. There is Wild Adventure. There's so many in different countries as well. And if you go to Indonesia, also there's a trek over there as well, Mount Batur. That also is a very small trek. If you go to Bhutan, there's a tiger nest trek as well. So there are different kinds of agencies who do these treks as well. So you can plan it out where do you want to do. Even Maharashtra also there's a trekking Mumbai. I think Mumbai Trekkers or something is there. In Bangalore, there are trekking groups and all. So you can try going reading about them in Google. Try to understand what kind of treks they do, where the stay is, how many days it takes. So if you plan like that, you can you can do smaller treks, and then what you can do is moderate treks, then you can do difficult, and then extremely difficult ones as well. So it's a slow and steady. You shouldn't start immediately with a very extreme high altitude trek, because you'll not enjoy, because if your body is not fit there, if you might get altitude BP as well. That also happens there. Your oxygen level can come down in high altitude as well. So instead of doing extreme difficult treks, start with small ones. So is there any questions you have about treks, how to plan or how to prepare, or is there anything which you want to know? Then I'll talk about from where you can buy the gears as well. So Nira, Pran, Sam, do you have any questions? Do you want to know any further about preparation of treks and all? So treks के लिए layering बहुत important है, hydration बहुत important है. You need to drink lots and lots of water when you're there up there, because ऊपर क्या होता है, air pressure कम होता है तो oxygen level भी कम होता है. So that's the reason you have to hydrate yourself there. So आदत डालो कि अब जब सिटी से आप अपनी तैयारी कर रहे हो, practice कर रहे हो, तो make sure you're always in a habit of drinking lots and lots of water. And वही आदत आपको फिर ऊपर भी help करती है. Yeah. So, does anybody know ki what are the from where you can get the gears? What kind of medication needs to be with the traveler? So basically, आपको high altitude के लिए एक Dimox करके आता है. It's a diuretic pill which helps you to which helps in altitude gain जब करते हो तो आपको issues नहीं आते. It helps you in acclimatizing basically. So it's a diuretic pill, but अगर आप लेते हो तो you have to make sure that you're hydrating really well. There is people take Evermind. There are some people. So you have to carry your medical kit with you. which is required. Basically, जो आपको अगर ट्रैक एजेंसीज होती हैं तो they also have a medical kit with them, or you can also keep a medical kit with yourself when you're going. So जैसे कि issues like insomnia, किसी को लोगों को नींद नहीं आती रात में because it's at that height नहीं आती, people are nervous there, sometimes people को खराटे ज़्यादा आते हैं, they snore over there. These issues are already there. Some people get क्या कहते हैं कोल्ड आता है, किसी को डाइजेशन के इश्यूज आते हैं, सो इट्स डाइजेशन के इश्यूज काफी आते हैं, सो इट्स बेटर टू कीप सम मेडिसिन व्हिच कैन हेल्प यू इन डाइजेशन एज वेल. पीपल आल्सो वॉमिटिंग होती है लोगों को, so they can keep evomin as well. So there's a list of medicines which you can also, like first aid box अगर आप अपने साथ carry करेंगे, that will really good. Thanks Neerav for asking that question. And next I'll go into the gears. So I think probably I have so Decathlon जो भी India में आ चुका है, so you can get all your gears from there. You can get it from Wildcraft, you can get it from Colombia. So or you can rent gears as well. If you do not want to spend so much of money in buying a gear, whether it's your bag, because आपका एक bag होना, जो आप ट्रैक पे bag use करते हैं, that's very important. Layering करनी पड़ती है because the temperature goes really low when you go up. So you have to ensure that you're carrying those correct layering. The clothes, the gears are very important at that point of time. Shoes, trekking poles, water, and also पूरे के पूरे अगर आप, if you do not maximum you it's 7 or 8 kg से के अंदर अगर आप अपना सारा कुछ डाल सकते हैं, and you can carry that bag, and if you practice it in the city as well when you're preparing for the trek, it will be really good, because ऊपर जाके then it's easy for you to carry your bag. Because otherwise what happens is that if you don't carry your own bag, some animal or somebody else is carrying that for you, when you're going with a trek agency, then it's a burden for others. So it's better that you are prepared, you carry your bag. वो मजा ही अलग आता है जब अपने चीजें लेके आप carry करके आप चलते हो. So that's how you should you will enjoy more there. So अपने सामान ज़्यादा पैक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, जितना चाहिए उतना ही. So to the टी जो भी चाहिए, because वहाँ पे चीजें you don't I mean इतने गंदे होते नहीं है कपड़े ऊपर जाके, and it's only when you only the socks and shoes which get sweaty आते हैं, और then you can change in the evening, and accordingly you can plan your gears as well. So ज़्यादा कपड़े लेके जाने की जरूरत नहीं, but ensure you are carrying a layering, or always cover your ears. Basically ठंड वहीं से लगती है. So if you cover your head and ears, then there'll not be a problem much when you go up in the hills, and you can enjoy sitting in the wind as well. And better not to expose yourself to too much of coldness. If cold is if the season is like that, if the minus temperature है तो आप अपने आप को बाहर निकलने का avoid कर सकते हैं. But another thing which is beautiful in these treks is stargazing. So if you like stargazing, there are apps available which helps you to look at your sky and all when you're in the mountains. It's such a beautiful experience. You can click pictures, I mean, of the starry sky basically. So that experience is really beautiful. People plan their treks around full moon पे plan करते हैं, जब stars अच्छे से दिखेंगे तब plan करते हैं. So even if you go to Spiti, Ladakh, you can see that. So there are places like in east also, Sandakphu hai, where you can see sleeping Buddha, and there is a trek called Goichala that's in West Sikkim. So there are different kinds of treks as well. So you need to know. So if you're an adventure junkie, for example, अगर आप adventure junkie है तो आप there are treks where you can do snow rafting. There are walls you can climb. So there are expeditions which happens. But इन सब के लिए तैयारी करनी पड़ती है. And probably if you want to do high advanced trek के लिए जाना, तो there are mountaineering courses available as well. So this session is all about preparing for your first trek. So I don't want to get into those details as of now, but yeah, there are a lot of options, and there are a lot of people you can follow in Insta as well. There are a lot of movies also made on how videos are available on YouTube as well, in case you want to look at those videos to prepare yourself for a trek. You can see actually terrain कैसा लगता है, और वहाँ पे क्या facilities मिलती हैं out in the nature, because basic minimal life आप जीते हो ऊपर जाके. So tell me if you guys know any benefits of trekking. What are the benefits of trekking? Does anybody wants to share the benefits of trekking? क्यों लोग करते हैं ट्रेकिंग? डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया व्हाई? व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन यू go to the mountains? क्या क्या होता है? Nirav, Pran, Sam, is there anybody who can tell me what happens when you go to the mountains? What are the benefits of hiking? सो आपका वन वन थिंग इज योर हेल्थ improves, your fitness level definitely improves क्योंकि आपका muscular skeletal health improve होता है. So whether it's your quadriceps, whether it's your hamstrings, whether it's your gluteal muscles, whether it's your abdominal muscles, oblique muscles basically, या आपके shoulders वे, arms वे, ये सब वर्कआउट होते हैं. So it's a complete body workout for you. And आप अगर आप एक हफ्ते के लिए भी जाकर आते हो, या even there are treks which happens for 2 days also, if you go and come back, the kind of fresh air you breathe over there, and the kind of the sights and the sounds and the scenic beauty which you see there are beautiful. So iske aap uske that is the reason people go there. It gives you it's about well-being. You feel so happy out there, and you get a lot of, it's a self-reflection time. So people do spend time with themselves because यहाँ पे कुछ distract करने के लिए आपके पास ना चीजें नहीं होती है. मोबाइल भी 2-3 दिन तक चलेगा, उसके बाद अगर if you have not taken the battery backup and all, वो भी नहीं चलता. And it's better to be away from the gadgets when you're in mountains, unless until you want to take a photos, etc. But when you spend time with nature and yourself, it's miracles happens. So there's so much of introspection happens. You start thinking very differently basically. आपको लगता है आप बड़े पहाड़ के सामने बहुत छोटे हो, आपकी problems बहुत छोटी लगती हैं आपको. बेसिकली और क्या कहते हैं आपकी, और द अनदर इम्पैक्ट इज ऑन योर लंग कैपेसिटी एज वेल. आपकी जो लंग कैपेसिटी वो भी इंक्रीज होती है व्हेन यू डू ट्रेक्स एंड ऑल. एंड अनदर थिंग व्हिच इज ब्यूटीफुल देयर है, जो हम मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स बोलते हैं, आपको मैनेजमेंट स्कूल्स में सिखाया जाता है. जो लोग एमबीए करते हैं या प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज करते हैं, यू गेट टू लर्न लॉट ऑफ सॉफ्ट स्किल्स देयर, और इफ यू वर्क इन ऑफिसेज आल्सो यू गेट ट्रेन्ड फॉर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स. बट ये जगह जो है वो आप नेचुरली यू कैन लर्न योर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स बेसिकली. So there are everything can go out of schedule. You have to be very careful of your timing. You have to be punctual when you're in a group, because हर 2 सेकंड के अंदर आपका वेदर चेंज हो सकता है. So any time anything can happen. So you're always mentally prepared और आप बहुत alert रहते हो basically. और टीम बिल्डिंग भैया, अगर आपका फ्रेंड सर्कल बन जाता है, so you will see that one person is not able to do a trek, you try to help those people as well. So I mean it's bonding is very special. And when you कभी-कभी tents में it's a bigger trek, you can tent, and when you are with few more people, 10 or 15 people के साथ अगर आप sleeping bag में सो रहे हो, तो कहानियाँ बातें शेयर होती हैं, and the stories remain with you, and those stories, their life experiences, what adventure they have gone through, it gives you that kick, and that adrenaline rushes there. So you enjoy being in the mountains basically in a way. So that's one of the reason, and I always say that travel is my therapy. So if I get tensed up, if something is not working in my favor, I just go to the mountains basically. It gives me answers to my questions what I have, and it's an inward journey for me basically. So that's why I love going to the mountains, and it's a self-reflection time, and I always and a me time basically. So for me, going to the mountain is like me time, and I like beaches as well. So there are places where you like Pokhara and all, where you can see mountains, you can see water as well. So it's very difficult. Though I keep traveling more to mountains rather than beach, because my native place is in Kerala, which is near a beach, which is an island basically. So I have that I can, whenever I want to go home, I can enjoy and see the beach, and if I have to travel, I can go to the mountains and enjoy the nature as well. And what else I can tell you is it gives you happiness. आपको जो खुशी मिलती है, खुशी से मतलब what I tell you is a joy. And what do you mean by joy here is happiness without any reason. So आप इतने खुश रहते हैं वहाँ पे कि you will not know why you are happy, because you will that nature is like that. हवा, माहौल, लोग जो आपको एक different perspective आपकी life की तरफ दिखाते हैं. And आपको लगेगा if you have a bigger problem and you've gone there, it will help you sort out your issues as well. And if you're going, bonds बहुत अच्छे बनते हैं because you're able to spend that time with yourself, time with people, and you can do introspection as well. And you adaptability, flexibility वो भी जो चीजें very important है हमारे लिए from soft skill perspective. It helps you do that because you have to be adaptable. आपको time पे पहुंचना है, लोगों आपकी वजह से people should not get late, people should not miss out on anything, और time से campsite पहुंचना है, खाना खाना है, everything is a time bound activity. So you have to be flexible in that as well कि यार अपनी मर्जी से नहीं चल सकते, कहीं pace आप maintain कर सकते हो. But still, if you're in a group, अगर आप अकेले करो, दो जने मिलके you're doing the trek, then you can plan it accordingly कि कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. So ये कि you should know your terrain, you should know your place where you're going, do a good research, get your gears done, and physically fit हो गए, तो you will enjoy it. So, and it is very different from going to up hill station में भी जाते हो तो you see a mountain and you there also you hike little bit in the hill station with the experience of going to the real higher up. जैसे मसूरी से भी आगे आप निकल गए नागटिबा देखने चले गए. It's a very छोटा सा दिल्ली से एक वीकेंड ट्रैक है. It's so beautiful. सो जो आपको देहरादून और मसूरी में जो अच्छा लगता है उससे और ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा अगर आप ऊपर जाओगे वहां पे जाओगे. इट्स एंड आई टेल पीपल दैट दे शुड गो एटलीस्ट वंस इन अ ईयर टू द माउंटेन्स एंड इट विल हेल्प यू हेल्थ वाइज. इट विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू. So I think I'm coming to the end of the session here, and because it's a half an hour ka session tha where I wanted to tell you about how to prepare for your treks and all. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, and hope you enjoyed what I talked about treks and all. And there are beautiful treks in Uttarakhand में भी हैं. You can India has beautiful treks over here. आप चाहे आप महाराष्ट्र करें, कर्नाटका करें, वेस्टर्न घाट्स करें, हिमालयस करें, नेपाल जाएं, भूटान जाएं, beautiful treks over there. So Kashmir, I forgot about Kashmir. Kashmir has also beautiful. This is Kashmir Great Lakes. It's one of the most beautiful treks I've ever done. So yeah, mountains में क्या होता है alpine lakes होते हैं which and every mountain has a story. So you will hear about mythological story. You will know more about culture as well. अपने पुराने महाभारत की कहानियाँ ये सब कहानियाँ you will also learn there. Local people उनकी डाइट उनकी जो deities है उनके बारे में आपको पता चलेगा and sometimes you will be able to see your the functions which happen in the villages as well because you have to cross to the villages as well. And when you look at the hardship they go through for simple basic things, you start appreciating your life in cities. So yeah, so I'm done with my talk on preparation for a first trek basically. So if you have questions, you can ping here and ask me, or otherwise I'm there on in Instagram as well, and my name is Gatsi_Musafir. And you can, if you have anything you want to reach out, know more about treks and all, I can help you with that as well. So I don't see any questions here. So I hope okay, good places to trek in India. So if you go to आप हिमाचल के साइड पे जाएंगे तो आप हमटा पास कर सकते हैं, चंद्रकानी पास है वो कर सकते हैं, जैसे भृगु लेक विच यू कैन डू इन हिमाचल. कश्मीर में जाओगे तो तरसर मरसर लेक या कश्मीर ग्रेट लेक्स कर सकते हो. Or if you're going to the east side of it, you can do Sandakpur and Goichala. If you're going to Uttarakhand side, आप उसमें नागटिबा कर सकते हो, केदारकांठा कर सकते हो, दयारा बुग्याल कर सकते हो. And I think Karnataka also has treks as well, Sandagiri, and there are many Kumara Parvat. Those are, I think that's. So I have not done much of treks in Bangalore. So I'm based out of Bangalore now, so I'm exploring Bangalore ka treks here. Maharashtra also has a lot of treks. Like Jugnu trek is there. There is there are Siadi rate mein there are a lot of treks there. So you can, if you're looking, you'll have to see which area you want to go. Accordingly, I can tell you what to find, where to find, whom to contact also as well, in case you need any information. So if there are no questions, can I end the session here? I think there are no questions. So hope you enjoyed this piece of information about treks to prepare for your trek. Just fitness, mental toughness and physical fitness goes hand in hand. So if that is there, and your gears and your travel, trek kit, trek bag is ready, then you're good to go. So I hope you guys will share some of your trek stories with me, and you can DM me on Insta and tell me about your stories, where you visited, and how was your experience as well. So okay, Pran, thanks for that question. Is there any other question? Let me check. Yeah, there's no other questions. So okay, guys, I had a good time talking about treks because trekking is my favorite hobby, and let's catch up sometime later when you guys do treks, or if when I go for treks, I'll just definitely post it in my social media. You can watch, you can see what are places I visited there. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great evening with your family. Have a good dinner with your family. It's already 9 here. So let's catch up in another session with another interesting topic.